All right, so let's see if I can do this here. Okay, so I need to start preparing for the Developer Summit, which is like less than a month away at this point. So that's what we're going to do. Not going to do all my stuff, but I need to at least start preparing an outline, maybe some content, something like that, right, for the things I'm doing. So I figure I might as well stream it so you can see what I've been working on. First of all, let's go to my links here. So this is the agenda. These are the ones I'm involved in, right? So I have a demo theater, introduction to JavaScript for web developers. So this one is 30 minutes. Can't remember if these have like a 5-minute window between them. I think it's just they're back to back. So technically my session should probably only be about 20 to 25 minutes, depending if I anticipate there would be any questions from the audience. So when I do these demo theaters, I usually plan on doing them for like 20 minutes, and I tend to ramble and go on in sessions. So if you've ever seen me present, you know I just kind of go rogue sometimes. So I'll probably go to 25 minutes and then have to bail out and give up, so the next person can come in, prepare, plug their laptop in, do what they gotta do, right? These demo theaters are kind of small and stuff. This one's really an intro one, introduction to JavaScript for web developers. So you go over how the process, kind of how I start working on these things, and I think I did this description. I can't remember, man. We did these a while ago. It's probably been like 2 months since we've written these up and like planned stuff out, right? This one here, I'm on this ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript programming patterns and fundamentals. I've done this in the past, but I'm not presenting. I am the moderator, which isn't called out in the session here. And the funny bit is that I forgot I was moderator. We have a sheet internally that tells us like who's presenting, who's moderator, and I couldn't find it. And I just looked at the website and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm presenting with Lauren and Sage. And I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure Lauren's done this before, but I couldn't remember. And I don't, this is Sage's first time doing this. He's gonna do a great job. So is Lauren. She's done this before, so they know what they're doing. But I pinged them and they're like, yeah, I thought you were the moderator. I was like, oh crap, you're right. I am just moderator. Don't worry about it. I had some content previously, but they've already got it. They're covered. They're good to go. So I don't really need to do anything here other than show up and moderate the live questions that are going to come in from people watch. I think this is a streamed one, right? Recorded, in person recorded. I want to say recorded means streamed. I don't know why I'm moderator. I'm assuming there's going to be a way that people can ask questions if I'm moderating. I should probably find out. I forget, man. There's so much going on. Highlights for the last year. So yeah, I'm in this one with a bunch of other people. Excuse me. So yeah, this one's more of a going over what's gone into the ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript over the past year. Yes, we had a name change. It was the ArcGIS API for JavaScript. Now it's called the Maps SDK for JavaScript. I'll get used to it. I'm dealing with it, right? So what's come out over the past year, things that we've done, and there might even be a bit of like, what we think we're currently working on type of thing, right? We're going to release soon before Dev Summit, I believe. I don't know. I should check that. But yeah, but release time for the next release of the API is like right around Dev Summit times coming up. Best practices for building apps. Again, I am not presenting here, but I am moderating this one. Live stream. This one says in-person recorded live stream. This one says in-person recorded, but I'm still here. I don't know, man. Well, I'll have to ask somebody. I'm not presenting here. I'm not going to present. I've done this session a dozen times at this point, maybe even more. But I don't think I'm doing anything here. Lauren and Sage have this covered. They're going to do just great. This one's going to be fun if you want to see some cool stuff. It's early in the week. Only downside to this one is it's kind of late in the day on a Tuesday, and there's already a bunch of sessions that have come beforehand because I think we kind of want to highlight some stuff you can see during the week. But it's okay. We're going to highlight things for Wednesday and Thursday that you'll be able to catch, and even some of the stuff on Friday that's going to do repeat. Fridays typically repeat sessions in the afternoon. Best practice for building apps. Tristan and Jonathan, they got this covered. Don't need me at all. TypeScript, what is it and why might I need it? This is a demo theater again, same rules apply. This one's just me, I think. Yeah, just me. Basically, just this is kind of like an intro to TypeScript. I've done quite a few TypeScript sessions at Dev Summit, UCs, and stuff like that. So this one, maybe we'll kind of work on this one today. I gotta look at my stuff and see what I'm working on. You know, I did not highlight that I'm doing the stream anywhere. How do I say share? Give me a second. I'm gonna go on Twitter real quick and just talk about this. Let me type this in here. I am sorry to interrupt the stream here. I'm on my other monitor. I'm streaming some. I gotta use the hashtags, man. And anybody that's paid attention and has seen that I am working on this new like 40% kind of split ergonomic keyboard, I'm getting used to it. I'm not great. I'm working on it. I'm getting good with it and used to it. I'm tempted to take it with me. You can see it here. Yeah. To take it with me to Dev Summit. I don't know yet. It might be kind of a-hole move to bring my own keyboard with me. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind. Streaming some Dev Summit prep. Watch me bumble this up. I think that's good. And hashtags. Because I'm live streaming and it's the weekend, like kids or something just might barge in a moment. We'll see what happens. I don't think I need to give anybody a ride today, so that's kind of why I picked this time. It's kind of a good time to do it. All right, so we are okay. Share it on Twitter in case anybody wants to hop in. I see I've got there's a couple people watching, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so this one here, I've got some stuff I can use for this one, so I'm going to kind of try and figure out how to make that. We'll work on either this one today or the building web apps intro JavaScript stuff. This one's a fun one. I like this one, building apps with geospatial web components. Now, this is a full tech session, so we normally will prepare these sessions for like 45 minutes. Like I said, I know I tend to go over. I know that my sometimes co-presenters can go over too. So that's why we kind of prepare 45 minutes. We know I end up at 55 minutes. Not sure if Tom's still going to be able to make it or not, but we'll see. This one should be fun. I'm going to enjoy doing this particular session here. And I don't know if I'm streaming data. It says here that my bit rate is lower than recommended. I use a stream bit rate for. So I don't care. Well, I don't say I don't care. So I haven't done a live in a while, and I had to update my OBS setup. So not sure if this is good or not. We'll find out. And then this one here, this is just Q&A for the team. This is Friday morning Q&A, bright and early before the closing lunch. So if you've got questions, bring them in. We're going to do our best to answer the questions, right? So, okay, so let's get to my list of sessions I've got here. So I've got my intro to JavaScript for web developers. I got the moderator ones on my list, but I'm not really worried about them too much. Got my TypeScript one and building apps with geospatial web components. I'm using LivingSpec for my planning. I use it a lot for planning, and it is basically, I think there's a wait list where you can sign up, wait listing for it. If you go to livingspec.com, check it out. It's not like Notion, right? I would probably classify it more as something like Asana type of thing, right? You start writing out some stuff and you can make tasks and plan stuff which is kind of cool. So that's why I like to use it. No, I've never clicked the live button. What was a start live sync? I don't know what that means. So I'm not going to click it because I don't want to jack something up. All right, so let's look at introduction to JavaScript for web developers. So I've already got like some stuff built out here. And let me, actually, I kind of want to highlight some things here. So let me remove those. All right, so I've got my description here, right, for my demo theater. Now there are things I want to do. Say so. Has desktop web development got you down? Have you been too busy? Blah, blah, blah. Perfect session for you. We don't judge. Enthusiastic. That's me. I'll be an enthusiastic team member. Will guide you through the first web mapping app and direct you to in-person web and training resources. Okay, so I will guide you through your first web mapping app. So I can highlight this and turn that into a task, right? So now I can see this task here. This is definitely a high priority task. It's on my to-do list. I'll assign it to me. I'm the only person on here. I don't have a team of it's a single use account, right, for the respect that I'm using anyway. And then I'm going to direct you to in-person web and training resources. Okay, so that's another. Oops, hold on. There we go. That's better. Direct you to resources. Okay, so there we go. And again, assign it to me. Everything's high priority, I guess, right? So these are like my two goals for this session. It's a 45-minute session. I think that's pretty good. I had some outline stuff here on getting started with web dev, right? I think my plan is to just have users use Vite. This is intro to web dev. I'm going to do like an overview bit. This is why I've got stuff here. I'm not preparing my slides yet. This is like really for content. So let me do this. So let me lay out what the agenda slide would be, right? So I'm going to have an agenda slide in my session here, and let's just go ahead and make this I don't know, heading 4, and make some room here. Okay, so in my agenda, we're going to say that who's this session for? Who is this session for? All right. And in my opinion, I think this session is really for new developers, right? And I would classify this, and I probably won't put this on my slides, but I'll put this as like, you know, these solo local gov dev, right? I know a few people that do that. That's how I kind of started. People new to JavaScript. And maybe we'll even do like a, let's see here. If I do Shift Tab, yeah, there it's, that's what it is. And I'm also going to say that this session is going to be for the web app builder folks, right? So if you're coming from web app builder, and let's say your past experience is in building widgets, so you have built web widgets, but now you need to start building an app. You need to start building apps, right? So, yeah, so we got, that's those users there. This isn't really a getting started with the API thing. This is a intro to JavaScript for web developers. So, yeah. I think I covered Node.js and solo local dev. I always call out the solo local gov devs because, like I said, that was me. And I gotta give props because I know how difficult that can be. Right, so that would be like my agenda slide there. Okay, so now I guess like an intro is going to be something like let's make this 4. So what would I say for in my intro slide? Wasn't it doing that? Doesn't want me to do. That was it. I had a space there. Okay, so for the intro, I guess I'm going to call out some information here. What am I going to call out? So to get started with JavaScript, I suppose, right? So this is people new to JavaScript, and maybe, like I said, people new to building web apps. This really is people new to building a standalone web app that you're not building a widget for. So what do I want to call out here? I guess we could talk about some of the stuff I have down here, which is your options, right? So I will go ahead and move this stuff here. What happened there? I don't know why I got extra stuff here. Okay, so let's do like that. Okay, so what are your options if you're new to all this stuff, right? So like my main call out, and this probably won't be on this particular slide. I guess maybe this will be on, let's just get rid of this for now. So I'm talking about React, of course, because, you know, I mean, React, name of the game. If you're doing JavaScript development, there's no escaping React. I'll talk about some of the meta frameworks built around React, things like Next.js and Remix. I'll give Svelte a shout out because I am definitely a fan of Svelte. And of course, Svelte's kind of like framework right now is Svelte Kit. The same with Vue.js. If you're a Vue user, the similar to like Next and Svelte Kit would be Nuxt. And then there's stuff that's kind of out there. I'm not going to talk about Solid. Well, no, I got to give Solid a shout out because I am definitely a Solid fan. I've been using Solid a bit for a while now, and there's Solid Start to go with Solid.js, right? And then we've got things that are not quite what you would probably use if you're getting started. But I do want to give them at least an acknowledgement with things like Astro, Quick, and Marco. Marco's pretty awesome. If you haven't heard of Marco, look it up. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I don't really have a use case to use it though. I want to though. I really do. Quick is really nice. And Astro, I use Astro for my blog. Super fast. It's ridiculous. Then we could talk about, I have this bit here. It's supposed to be another, just like an intro slide, maybe 2 intro slides, and I might have some graphics or something here for this. And then what are the expectations of a web developer, right? This is kind of like pretty subjective stuff in here. And maybe this doesn't need to be a 3 heading. This could probably be a 4 heading to go with my stuff. See, I'm getting some questions in here, folks. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so you're a web widget builder interested in Vue.js and Nuxt. All right, awesome. I'll mention it. I'm not going to go in detail on Vue.js and Nuxt, and there's really no sessions that are going to do it. Maybe I'll do a future video on something like that, though. There's a building apps session, I believe. Did I talk about that? This one here, best practices for building apps. But they're not going to talk, I don't think, about Vue.js stuff. It might be some React. Tristan and Jonathan, I would have to double check with them and see what they're going to talk about. But we'll, I mean, it'll be worth it no matter what. Maybe a future video I'll do something with Vue. I haven't done any Vue stuff in quite a while, so it'd be kind of cool. This one I think is kind of neat. Expectations of web developers, right? Which is kind of high, really. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes. If you look, even for, I feel bad sometimes when I see listings for juniors and they have all this stuff listed that they want junior developers to know, right? You got to know TypeScript. You got to know backend stuff. You've got to know some like an OOP language. They want you to know like C# or Java alongside JavaScript and maybe some C++. They want you to know database stuff and everything like that. And that is not, in my opinion, a junior kind of role. So I kind of feel bad when I see those like listed in there. But I'm going to kind of throw it out there that, you know, you're building projects and building apps. You know, you definitely should learn TypeScript. TypeScript's definitely something I think you're going to want to talk about. And we can look at some of my next session. We can look at some of the TypeScript stuff there. Mono repo stuff, maybe. I'm not sure if I want to even mention it, but I'll probably just have a quick blurb about it. So, and then linting and prettier, I guess these can probably go on their like own lines here. So we have ESLint, prettier. That could probably just be linting and prettier. All right, and that's pretty much just, you know, You write your code, don't worry about how you format and stuff, let the tools do it for you. Front end stuff, so it's like Next.js, Remix, Felt.kit, Nuxt. Then there's, okay, so let's put these on their own lines here because they're a little, oops, they're a little different. I'm just messing everything up. Keep pushing all the wrong keys on this keyboard, sorry. Capital, Shift T, there we go. Sorry, that was messed up. All right, so I'll mention these, of course, and I'm gonna mention things like Tailwind and Storybook. Now, don't give me a flack about Tailwind, all right? I was not a Tailwind fan for a long time. I wouldn't say I'm a Tailwind fan, but I'm a Tailwind convert. It's cool, and it's useful, and it doesn't deserve some of the hate that I see that it gets, which is fine. Storybook, I don't know Storybook at all. I've not been able to this day get a Storybook build working with stuff that I wanted to work with. So that's not my cup of tea. But we definitely have people at Esri that know Storybook and can build them and stuff, and I will go to them if I need Storybook stuff. So yeah, I'll mention that. And again, backend stuff, right? We got GraphQL, TRPC, we got authentication, things like Prisma, and then of course serverless backend stuff like Supabase and does Render have backend? I don't remember. Anyway, there's other options out there for backend kind of stuff, so we'll talk about that. And then of course testing, you got VTest, you got Cypress, you got Playwright. I'm sure there's some more. People are still using Mocha, Jasmine, maybe. I don't know, can't tell. Might be, right? So expectations of a web developer. So that's kind of where this slide is going to be. Might end up being like 2 slides. And then we're going to go with building apps. I kind of already had some stuff done in here. So we'll start with the Vite install. This one's just going to cover the basics. I don't think it needs to be too detailed here. Let me I can close that up. Right, and then building an app. Of course, once you install ArcGIS Core, and that's to install. I almost want to cover some testing here, but there's not really time to talk about any testing bits. So we'll just go over the installation of like something like ArcGIS Core. And when I do Vite, I have to make a decision here on what do I want to do. Do I want to do a vanilla JavaScript app? Do I want to do a TypeScript app? Do I want to use React? Do I want to use Preact, Svelte, or Vue? I think Solid might be an option when you use Vite now too. I have to double check. I am very tempted to just use React. I mean, I'm not the biggest React fan out there, but I recognize the fact that it's probably what we get the most questions about, most user interest from. So I'll show it, and I'll show how to use like use effect, maybe use layout effect. That might be kind of cool. Some simple use state. So let's do that. I'm gonna cover some use effect stuff here. We'll do some use state. I thought about doing some code in this live stream, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think it's yeah. Because then I'll be here for like 3 hours trying to actually show the app and iterate it and stuff. And I don't think anyone's really interested in that. I thought people might be more interested in the process of content creation, right? So, okay, so that'll be it. And those are the things about React I'll cover. Install ArcGIS Core, and then this is where I'm going to go and reference the documentation. And we've got like the getting started stuff. Install and set, this one here. I don't have to mention API keys. I'll just kind of talk about it real quick. But install setup bits is probably where I'll spend a little bit of time going over the current documentation that we have. We have some notes here actually on web server configuration stuff that I don't know if how many people actually really need it. If you're using IIS, you probably need to refer to this here, because most people that have trouble with this are using IIS. I don't know. I guess the default IIS configuration doesn't take WASM into account anymore, or maybe now it does, or it didn't used to. At some point, we got WSV, which is for the scene view, stars, right? So I'll cover this probably page here a little bit. Mentions. So okay, so this is a good thing here. So tutorials. So to cover my bit here, direct you to in-person training and resources, right? So let me just do a last end slide. So I'll do a resources slide down here. And this is going to be, make this 4. Okay, so this is going to be a slide that's going to direct to, let's put some links in here, as well as the, isn't like an entry tutorial page, is there? Get started? I guess the get started has the tutorial links. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so that's one for these two here. But again, this isn't just a like intro to the JavaScript API. I'm sorry, the Maps SDK for JavaScript. This is a JavaScript thing. So the ones I like, there's some free content on Egghead.io that I think is worth it. So let me go and put that here. I know I jumped around. I went straight from like the app to like resources, but I just, I'm here, might as well. I'll highlight here. If I go to, let's see here, they don't have a link to the free stuff directly. I have an Egghead account, so I kind of miss free stuff. But if you go here and you go free, there we go. So if I want to learn React, right? Let's go to JavaScript, React. Here we go. I'll take that link here. So this is all the free stuff they have for React content, which is really good. I really like Egghead courses. Main reason I like Egghead stuff is that it is super short. So let's look at this one here. So 16 lessons, 53 minutes, but each one's only like 3 minutes, under 3 minutes here, right? And this is these ones are done directly by John Lindquist, so he does a really good job of keeping all of this content under 3 minutes on Egghead. So I think these are really good. I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it here. No sponsorship or anything like that from us. There's also front-end masters. I have a front-end masters account too. So I'm going to put that in here. They do have some free content, but I don't know if they have free web content. Let's see here. Browse our courses. That's just the way they look. Do they have any free? If I search free. Free preview, free preview, free preview. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Learn. No. I don't know. I know they have some stuff here free. Some stuff is free because I believe, I want to say something like the, where is that? I thought this was free. Maybe not. Get free access now. So I guess it's not totally easy, but this isn't JavaScript. This is the last algorithms course. It's an algorithm course, really good. Yeah, so I don't know if I. So I'll just put it here and I'll say you have to search yourself. And then I could have swore we had some info in here on how to learn stuff. I gotta look for it, but maybe like JavaScript 30. JavaScript 30 is a good one. Not 20, sorry. JavaScript 30, here we go. So JavaScript 30 is a good free resource. So, okay, I think that's enough for resource stuff for now. So let me get back over here. Okay, so building an app, set up a basic map. And maybe before I do that, let's do the whole adding a header, maybe adding a sidebar, add a map. Maybe it's a web map. And I can talk about some portal stuff real quick. And then we could talk about, let's see here, maybe add layers. If I don't do the portal stuff, we can do about adding layers. And I want to say, I want to add the feature widget. Because I think it'd be kind of cool if I add the feature widget into a sidebar, which is kind of a common thing sometimes, I think. users are going to ask for. Well, they do ask for. A lot of times it's like they want the pop-up, but they want to move it to their own place, on their app. So that's what the feature widget really is for, right? So I think that's going to cover my bases on the guide you through your first web mapping app. I think that's a lot. I mean, this is really the meat of the session here. This is where I'm gonna, my slides will probably just be kind of like these bullet points, not even all these bullet points. I'm just gonna be, no, this will just be a slide that says we're gonna build an app, and then I'll start off writing code, get that step, and we'll go through that step by step. That'll take up like the bulk of the time there. So I got to plan that out. Like, look at the app I'm gonna build so it's not too complicated, but it covers enough to get you a good start. Maybe I'll publish it. Maybe we'll even go through the whole publish process too. That's a demo theater, man. It's a short amount of time. I would like to do this so I can show you how you can set up like Netlify or Vercel or Render and link it to your GitHub account. You publish to GitHub and it publishes somewhere for you. Could be useful. Okay, so I'm gonna say that bonus if I got time. We're going to do a deploy. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we have next steps. So I'll do. I'm not gonna have time to demo these. I don't know why I put this here. I will probably have, like, if I got time, based on how long this took, I'll have a slide available anyway. That's just gonna link to an app I have built using Next.js. I don't have anything built with Remix right now, but maybe I'll do that before Dev Summit so I have it ready to go. I can talk about Turbo Repo. It's not just Turbo, it's Turbo Repo, not Turbo Pack. That's all beta. I'm not on board with Turbo Pack just yet. We'll talk about Turbo Repo and how that can work for your mono repos. It's really nice because it caches your builds and stuff, and you can do a lot of really, I mean, not cool. We do mono repo stuff with it. It's just the caching of the builds is super nice. Like, I love that stuff, man. Caching builds is awesome. So, okay. So I think this is my content-wise. This is going to be my stuff I need. So let's put this now in progress. This, I mean, they're links. They're not, needs review. I just need to go over it again. Yeah, I think so. I should put due dates on these. So I want to have this thing done by the end of next week. The same goes for this one. I want all this stuff done end of next week. So if I look here, I mean, Dev Summit is the week after here. So I think it's been, what, 1, 2, 3 more Fridays, right, to really finish this stuff up. Technically, I might be working on some of this stuff like Monday before Dev Summit. Don't tell anybody though. Okay, so, all right, so this is the introduction to JavaScript for web developers. I think this covers a lot of info. Anybody watching this before Dev Summit, if there's something that you think you want to see in this session, maybe you're going to go, let me know, and provides me some feedback to do it. I don't know if we've ever done this demo theater before. We've probably done an iteration of it, but I've never done it, so that's why I'm hopping in here. Okay, so I think I got, how long have I been on live now? I don't even know. Where's the time of this stupid thing? So I started at 2:30, so I have half an hour. Okay, we got time to do just a quick another one. So not the Geospatial web. That one's gonna be a big one. I have notes in this one. I got some like basic notes, man. I really gotta flesh this one out during the week. An intro, overview of what components are, build a basic web component, life cycles, attributes, integrate with the web map, discuss some calcite, right? So I'm gonna definitely go over calcite in this one, and stencil components. Again, I wanted to talk about repo here because I think it's really useful. We'll see. Let me just double check TypeScript. All right, so let me go real quick. I'm not going to go over this one in detail. I do kind of show you like my process here. Again, I highlighted what the key takeaways should be. So these are all going to turn into task. So overview of benefits of web components. Show web components using calcite components and the ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript. There we go. Okay, let's turn this into a task. Steps for building your first web component using Stencil.js. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we use Stencil at Esri. That's like our main web component library, so it makes sense I would show that for people. I'll cover the benefits of that as well. There's a reason we do it. Cover how Esri builds micro front ends using web components that are reusable, shareable, and framework agnostic. So that will be fun. So I'm going to highlight here. Oh man, okay, hold on. Let me I do not want to get into this one, but I'm going to okay, I guess I'm already here, so okay, so how Esri goes. So how we do it, right? I don't know why these headers are all large. So these are headings for I don't know why I made them threes. I was just doing some quick note taking here. Oh, come on. Okay. So yeah, discuss calcite. So how we do it. So this one here, I actually do want to highlight map viewer. All right. So the new map viewer is a micro front end. We have multiple teams working on multiple pieces of the map viewer. So we were doing micro front end before it became like a fad. Honestly, it's just like, yeah, the way it's kind of built and organized, the teams working on it and stuff. So I'm gonna highlight that. I need to find out if I can I discuss upcoming stuff? I don't know. I want to, and I want to tell you all. I want to scream it out about the stuff that we're working on, but I don't know what I can talk about just yet. So I'll get there. I need to sign all these. Every time I do this in here, I sometimes forget to assign them to myself, and then yeah, messes me up later on. Okay, it's just for me. I don't know why. It's just for me. I'm the only one using this right now. So okay. So we got basic web component. I'll build a basic one. I have a couple web components I think on GitHub right now, one or two, I can't remember, that use the map and some other GIS stuff. So we'll cover that. That's my overview for show web components in action using calcite. So discuss calcite. I don't know. Am I going to? I guess I'm going to build an app. Build an app with ArcGIS Core and calcite. That's what I'm going to do. I have something already using Svelte, so I'll probably do that. So that's one of the reasons I don't like React is because the way it doesn't really handle web components greatly. You can, it's just I don't like it. Svelte handles web components fantastically. I love it. Vue does a really good job too. So I'll probably do mine in Svelte when I do this particular application here. And steps for building your first web component using Stencil.js. So I have some comments here. Build a couple of components, build an app to use them. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take some of the like these ones here and do them in Stencil. So make a note of that. Maybe reuse the the vanilla components. Vanilla WC in Stencil, not Stencil. Oh man, this keyboard, I'm telling you. Stencil. Okay. And then the how we do it parts. Okay, so that covers all of my key points that I want to cover for this particular session. Awesome. All right, so let's come back to sessions here. TypeScript. Okay, I haven't even started this one. It gets demo theater. And I think, see what's 3:10. I got time to start this one at least. Okay, so ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript team members. That's me. Let's remove the S. We'll introduce you to TypeScript. So again, these are the things I'm going to focus on. So I'm going to introduce you to TypeScript, explain the potential benefits, and help you help you get started writing killer type safe apps. I think I said that in the meeting when we decided on this. I think that was my idea. Killer type safe apps, man, it's a lot to live up to. Okay, so all right, let's do this here. Intro. Heading 4. Okay, so intro to TypeScript. Why? First off, let's go like, what is it? That's like the basic bit, right? So what is TypeScript? Let's talk about that. Why use it, right? I'll put why we use it. Yeah, I think that's good. Why we use it. Bullet point all that. All right, so we have a lot of there's a lot of reasons that we use TypeScript at Esri, especially on the Maps SDK of JavaScript. Most of our teams are using TypeScript to build web apps stuff. I don't want to say all of them because I can't guarantee all of them do, but most of them do. Right, so we got that. Let's see what else do I want to cover. Okay, so explain potential benefits. Why we use it might fall under benefits. So yeah, let's do that. Need something else a little bit more. This is a demo theater, so there's not a lot of time. So okay, so yeah, I guess what is it? TypeScript thing. I do a quick bit on the compiler, right? And maybe I don't know. This is going to be interesting. So let's talk about interfaces. Let's talk about types. I'll capitalize that. No, I can't. I can't. Sorry. I have to capitalize. Here we can do nominal versus well. Okay. So TypeScript is a structural type language. So we'll do structural versus nominal. So we might have people come from some other languages. We can talk about that. What else about TypeScript can I talk about here? Let's see here. I don't know what else for an intro TypeScript thing people want to see. I gotta research that. I have a lot of TypeScript notes. Valid state. Let's see, effective. Okay. You don't want too little information. I don't know. This is kind of a lot for. I like this one. I like this one. This might come handy for writing in apps, right? So writing apps. And I'll do a real basic app here. So I'm going to say build a basic app. I like this line here. Don't be clever, be clear. I'm going to steal that here. Don't be clever, be clear. Let's see here. These are my Obsidian notes. I don't have I just recently started moving a lot of my notes from Notion to Obsidian, but I have a ridiculous amount of notes that I want to move over slowly so I do them right? So they aren't referenced very well or written very well in Notion anyway. A lot of them are what you would call fleeting notes inside of a Notion. So I'm trying to move a lot of stuff over into Obsidian now. So I have a better way of handling stuff. So strictness, do I care about this? I don't know if I want to show that. I think this one's good here. I do kind of like the idea of doing this for building the app, right? So liberal in what you accept, strict in what you produce. Why doesn't it like once a period? Okay, that's Chrome being weird. All right. So that's good. Oh, definitely union types because yeah, union types, you're gonna use them a lot, right, in TypeScript. I don't think I need to cover that. I don't want to cover null values, man. No way. No. No. I don't know. Maybe. But no, I don't want to do that. No. Don't repeat type. No, I don't want to do that either. So no, we kind of do this in the API for like geometries and stuff. I don't want to do that. No. I have some notes on type safe direct query. Actually, these are just quotes from the blog post I was reading on it. No. Okay, I think for the writing the apps part, these I think are like the things I'll cover here. Like I said, it's a demo theater. Don't have a lot of time to go into detail on a lot of things, but I do kind of want to hit some high points in the application that I build, right? So, okay. Benefits, you know, I mean, I know killer type safe apps, but I suppose type safety, why do you care about type safety, right? Whoops. So why do I care? All right. Again, I can't, yeah. Okay, so why do I care about type safety? I don't know. What other benefits can I talk about here? I don't know. I don't want to talk about testing. I think it's a cop out, really, to say that TypeScript safety on testing. It does, but I think it's a cop out to talk about it because it's not like a super benefit or anything there. Um, intro. I don't know what else to add here just yet. I'm gonna come back to this later on anyway. Just trying to get my content down and structured. Cover all the points here. Everything's high priority, so I don't want to bother. Let me assign this to myself so I don't forget. All right. So structure versus nominal benefits. What are the benefits of TypeScript? I talk about. So this here should take me maybe 10 minutes. Maybe less if I structure this right. Should be only about 10 minutes. I want to spend a solid 15 minutes on building an app and kind of covering some of these things in a clear way. I guess one thing would be about the interface. Well, I guess this could, okay. This will come in here, interfaces or types, right? I like interfaces. Preferably, I like interfaces with TypeScript. However, since you're going to use union types probably quite a bit in your code and stuff, I mean, it has its place. So I'm going to create union types. I'm probably going to reference interfaces, maybe. We'll see. Try to cover more composition style type of stuff. Maybe I put that. I don't know if I care about that. We'll see. So, okay. So that is what the TypeScript one is going to be mostly. So I'll have maybe, see, I turn my intro stuff into like, maybe that's a slide. This can be a slide with an example. This will be a slide with an example. So maybe 3 to 4 slides here. This one could be maybe about 2 to 3 slides here. So just make a note. What am I doing? 3 to 4 slides. Now you do this in the other ones, but I'm doing it here because it's going to help me out here. 1, 2, 3. This is 2, 3. 2, 3, and this will also be 2, 3. And then this one is really just going to be like 1 slide and an app highlighting this stuff here. Okay, so that should be good. That should be good. I figure this will be under 10 minutes if I do it right. And this will be a good 15 minutes here for the app with a small summary at the end to more resources. So just label that here. Won't bother with my summary just yet. So okay. All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I think that is going to cover quite a bit. So, loading an app. I mean, yeah, everything's high priority. When do I want this done? I want to finish this by, so this is the tech session. So I think I'm going to give myself an extra week to finish this one up. All these should be done by the 24th. Yeah, I think that's good. I am busy the 18th, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. Okay, so let me come over here now. TypeScript, what dates I give myself on TypeScript? I have not given myself dates. You know what? I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to say that I want this done by next week too. 17th. Yeah, that's kind of tight too, because I think I did that here, right? These two done. So I'm saying I'll have these two sessions completed by the 17th, and this one completed by the 24th. That gives me some wiggle room. That gives me some room to reflect on the content, the slides, and update them as needed. So, okay, I like that. Okay, yeah, because that's like a 1 week I can play with stuff, tweak it a bit. Okay, so I think that's good. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. I wanted to kind of just intro you to my process, kind of how I work this stuff out. I plan things out and stuff. Like I said, I am going to work on these apps too, like this web dev one probably during the week. It's kind of boring to watch, but if anyone wants to, I guess I can stream it. Because I'm going to, I don't know, I'm probably gonna go through a few different iterations of doing stuff here. So, and a lot of it's gonna be me like Googling stuff. But if people are interested, I'll do it. I don't mind. You know, just have to watch my concentration face, right? Which can scare people off. But yeah, I can do that. The only tough part about doing that is I can't really play music because YouTube will like block it or something, take it off if I do that. So I like to have some music playing when I'm doing stuff, but it's okay. I don't mind doing a couple hours a day at some point during the week for stuff like that. And I don't think anybody's interested in me actually preparing the slides because honestly, I'm not big on slide decks themselves, like making them all fancy and stuff. I'm really more of a in-person presenter and writing the code and doing the demos and stuff. That's really, the slides are kind of secondary. If it were up to me, I would do away with the slides mostly. I had an idea. I wanted to do something like the intro one with no slides at all, but I'm pretty sure that I would get a talking to when they ask for slides after Dev Summit. Like, hey, can you send PDF of your slides? I'm like, oh, didn't have any slides. Sorry. I have this idea. I want to do a session at some point that I straight up, I use Vim for everything. I start to finish, and that's it. Like no slides at all. There's a Vim plugin, Neorg, that has like a presentation mode that I wanted to use, and just like that's my slides is everything in Vim and like Markdown. And it's not pretty Markdown either. It's like straight up like the raw Markdown, but just highlighted and everything looks cool. It's kind of a trip. It's kind of neat. I like it. I think it has a cool feel to it and stuff, but I don't know if I can get away with it. I might just do it, not tell anybody I'm going to do it. Maybe this TypeScript one would be good. No, because then I got to worry about the LSP and Vim like choking. It chokes on me quite a bit. I don't know why. Me and the Vim LSP sometimes struggle. Or maybe this one. I don't know. We'll see. I can't do it with this one. There's too much stuff to cover here. And I definitely need to, because this is a tech session, it's going to be recorded. Is it recorded? I don't know. Let's see. It is recorded, but it's not live. I don't have anything live that I'm doing, so it's okay. Like I said, I'm not, oh shit, this is live streamed. I did not know the highlights are live streamed. So, okay, so that is live streamed. I guess but I'm not writing any code here. This is not me, like, showing anything. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching me ramble through my content. I might do another one or two of these. If I got time during the week, I'll do them during the week. If not, I'll do them like on a Saturday or something next week. No, I'm busy next Saturday, next Sunday, if anything, and just I'll live stream myself building a couple of apps for this stuff. If anybody cares, I mean, yeah, this is most of the content there. And like I said, if you're going to Dev Summit, there's stuff you want to see in these sessions I just covered here, let me know. If you've got ideas for things you think I should talk about, let me know, and we'll see if they can get them in there. You know, maybe it's something cool, something interesting. But yeah, that's it. All right, folks, have yourself a great weekend. I am going to go get some refreshments now. And we'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. Have a good one. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.